Writing this is gravity of attraction. Let me describe something that might hit a little too close to home. It started perfectly, didn't it? Good morning texts, late night conversations that felt deep, questions about your childhood, your dreams, your fears, plans. Not concrete, but exciting enough to feel real. A weekend away, meeting his friends, maybe even Italy someday. It felt different. It felt like something real was building. And then something shifted. The texts got shorter. He got busy. The depth disappeared and got replaced with surface-level check-ins. And suddenly you found yourself doing what so many women quietly do, rereading old messages, analyzing every interaction, asking yourself the one question that slowly eats away at you. Did I do something wrong? Here's the truth. You didn't, but you were missing one critical piece of male psychology. And without it, even the most self-aware, emotionally intelligent woman can get blindsided by a man who acts like her boyfriend, sounds like her boyfriend, but has no intention of actually becoming one. Today, we're going to break that down. And by the end of this, you will never be anyone's placeholder again. The core difference. You were never taught to understand what happened. You need to understand one thing. Men and women often process early relationships completely differently. When a woman becomes emotionally invested, her brain starts asking, is this safe? Do we align? Could this become something long-term? For her, emotional and physical intimacy usually signals intent. But for many men, it doesn't. There's a concept in psychology called compartmentalization. It means a man can enjoy your company, feel real chemistry, care about you as a person, and still have zero intention of building a future with you. Not because he's evil, not because he's playing a game, but because his brain never connected enjoying you with committing to you. He enjoys the warmth without ever deciding to build the fire. Convenience versus conviction. This is the distinction that changes everything. Convenience. He's with you because you're easy to be around, you're warm, you're available, there's no pressure, no sacrifice. He gets the benefits of you without stepping up. He's comfortable, so he stays. Conviction. Conviction is different. This is when a man chooses you, clearly takes action, moves things forward. He doesn't keep things vague. He defines it. He introduces you. He makes plans. He secures the connection, not because you asked, but because losing you feels like a real risk. The truth: you need to accept romance does not equal intention. Deep conversations? Easy. Chemistry? Natural. Late night bonding? Effortless. But commitment? That requires action. It requires clarity. It requires sacrifice. If you're getting romance without conviction, you're in the convenience zone. And the longer you stay there, the more painful it becomes. The 3 psychological tells 1, future faking he talks about. Trips, meeting family, a shared future, and your brain registers it as progress. But here's the truth. Talking about the future is free. It creates the feeling of commitment without any of the responsibility. So ask yourself, is he planning it or just talking about it? 2, the ambiguity shield. When you try to define things, he says, I don't like labels. Let's not rush. Can't we just enjoy this? This isn't confusion. This is protection. Because ambiguity allows him to keep you while keeping his options open. A man with conviction doesn't want ambiguity. He wants clarity. 3, intermittent reinforcement. This is the most addictive pattern. He disappears for days, then comes back strong, then disappears again, and every time he returns, it feels intense. This is the same mechanism behind addiction. Unpredictable rewards. Your brain starts chasing the high, while getting less and less in return. And you tell yourself, he's just complicated. He's not. He's inconsistent. The mindset shift that changes everything. Most women ask, does he like me? And the moment you ask that, you lose your power. Because now you're analyzing him, excusing him, filling in gaps for him. The woman who can't be played asks a different question. Is he showing up for me? She watches, she observes, she doesn't fall for potential because potential doesn't show up consistently, follow through, build anything real. what real power looks like when she sees inconsistency. She doesn't argue. She doesn't chase. She doesn't explain. She withdraws quietly, completely. She removes her presence, her warmth, her energy because she understands something deeply. His inconsistency was never about her worth. It was about his readiness. Final truth. You cannot turn convenience into conviction. You cannot love someone into choosing you. You cannot prove your way into commitment, but you can walk away with your value intact and create space for someone who already knows your worth. If this felt familiar, if this put words to something you've been feeling, then you already know you were never too much. You were just giving the right energy to the wrong situation. And now you see it clearly. That's where everything changes.